welcome everyone as you're arriving and landing, and I'm going to take a theme today of breath and oneness. Let's see where that takes us. So let's begin with our invocation. And let's use the expanded version, calling on Master, Message, Mystery, Miracle, Mother. Any other M's you want to throw in there? It's all one. Towards the one. The perfection of love, harmony and beauty. The only being. United with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Message, the Mystery, the Miracle, the Mother, the Spirit of Guidance. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We begin in the name of the only being who is all mercy, all compassion. So we're going to begin with basically those words in Hebrew. Echad, Yachid, Yachad. Echad, Yachid, Yochad. The one, every single one, each one joined and united in the one. I'll sing it one more time. Echad, Yachid, Yochad. Echad, Yachid, Yochad. Echad, Yachid, Yochad. Echad, Yachid, Yochad. The one, every single one, each one joined and united in the one. The one, every single one, each one joined and united in the one. There we go. So I just love it that in these Semitic languages, Arabic, Aramaic, Hebrew, there's all these different kinds of unity, all these different kinds of oneness. We don't really define that so much in English, but the English words here give us a pointer towards that. It's not an exact translation, but it gives us a pointer towards the different kinds of one. The one, every single one, and each one joined and united in the one. So, if you want to stand and join me, or if you want to do the movements seated or just do your own thing, I'll be leaning to the left with my heart, and then back, and then to the right, and then back. And we do that again and again. And then for the English words, we do a grapevine. So stepping right, left in front, right, left behind. And a lovely movement of the body as we do that. Very upright, but flowing and majestic. So and then we'll repeat that to the left. Here we go. Echad, Yachid, Yochad. Echad, Yachid, Yochad. Again. Echad, Yachid, Yochad. Echad, Yachid, Yochad. Now the grapevine. The one, every single one, each one joined and united. So as we feel into the silence after the dance, we can just breathe with Echad, Yachid, Yuchad, this mystery of different kinds of oneness, different kinds of unity. I wanted to share a couple of readings. Experience the substance of the body and the world as made up of vibrating particles, and these particles made up of even finer energies, drifting more deeply. Feel into each pulse of energy as it condenses from infinity and dissolves back into it continuously. Experience the substance of the body and the world as made up of vibrating particles. We kind of know this to be true. We know about atoms and molecules and subatomic particles, all of them vibrating. But can we experience it rather than just knowing it? Experience the substance of the body and the world as made up of vibrating particles. And these particles made up of even finer energies. Drifting more deeply, feel into each pulse of energy as it condenses from infinity and dissolves back into it continuously. Each pulse of energy condensing from infinity and then dissolving back into it. Something I love about this, it's like it's a microcosm or a macrocosm, however we look at it. It's these subatomic particles and the vibrations that they're made of condensing out of infinity, but it's also each one of our individual lives, how we condense out of infinity and then dissolve back into it. Again, experiencing this, what does it feel like to think that I am a moment condensed out of infinity? And in a while, I'll dissolve back into it. So the reading goes on. Noticing this, breathe easily, with infinity dancing everywhere. We can experience each breath in and out as another condensing out of infinity and then dissolving back into it. Just stay with our breath for a little while and feel that, how we're drawing the breath, condensing it in our lungs, drawing it from infinity and then releasing it back into infinity. And these words I'm sharing are the words of Shiva from the Radiance Sutras, and Shiva's teaching us by explaining to Shakti how we can experience the infinite, how we can understand this. So here's one of the lessons, one of the suggestions. Experience the substance of the body and the world as made up of vibrating particles, and these particles made up of even finer energies. Drifting more deeply, feel into each pulse of energy as it condenses from infinity and dissolves back into it continuously. Noticing this, breathe easily with infinity dancing everywhere. There's another version of this same teaching of Shiva's in the book called Zen Flesh, Zen Bones. It's much more concise, but it gives a slightly different take on it. With intangible breath in center of forehead, as this reaches heart at the moment of sleep, have direction over dreams and over death itself. I'll read it again, just feel into those two different flavors. With intangible breath in center of forehead, as this reaches heart at the moment of sleep, have direction over dreams and over death itself. Really, when we notice this condensing out of infinity and dissolving back into infinity, and the continual process of that in the very vibrations of all of the atoms of our being and in our own breath and in our own lifetimes and in the cycles of the universe and this planet, and we really have that sense of coming out of the ocean as a drop and then going back into the ocean, that's when we have direction over death itself. This is what the Sufis talk about as die before death. Experiencing this. So for now we'll focus on the breath as being the vehicle for understanding this. And while I'm teaching, you can keep concentrating on your breath as it comes in and as it goes out, feeling each breath condensing out of infinity and dissolving back into infinity. And this is what Yeshua was talking about when he said, "Blessed are those who make their home in the breath," really get to know the breath as our connection with infinity. This birthing into every moment of breath and releasing back into infinity. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven, the power of the cosmos, I think it awakens a sense of complete connection with all that is. There is nowhere to go, there is nowhere to be afraid of, there's nowhere to die into, because It's already happening every second, every moment, every instant, every of our lives. So perhaps a different concentration on this phrase than we've sometimes had before, but here's the words of the first beatitude in Aramaic. Tubve hun le meskine e baruch dilhone malkuta dashmaya. So I'll say them one word at a time so you can practice. Tubve hun. Just repeat it after me. That's it. Tubve hun. And this is the word that means ripe, blessed. Le meskine baruch, le meskine baruch. This is those who hold fast to the breath as their first and last possession, those who make their home in their breathing, who really recognize the breath as this, connection to unity. Tubve hun le meskine e baruch. Tubve hun le meskine e baruch. And what happens when we do this? Dilhone, malkuta, dashmaya. So Shemaya is the world of light, sound, vibration, the wave form. This is like the drop going back into the wave when we release into this understanding of what was called heaven in some of the translations. We are returning to the infinite wave. And the Malkuta is the kingdom, queendom, the power, the I can, the power of the cosmos, the I can, the creative force of the universe. This is all what's available to us when we really make our home in the breath. I'll just say it one more time, and then if you haven't quite got it, don't worry. You can just do your best and focus on the breathing. Tubwe hun, le meskine e baruch, dilhone, malkuta dashemaya. We have one more little phrase. Allaha ruchau. God is breath. Allaha ruchau. Tuvehun lemiskine baruch dilhone malkuta dashmaya. 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 We'll sing it one more time. Tuvehun lemiskine baruch dilhone malkuta dashmaya. 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 And listen. Allah ruchau. Together. Allah ruchau. Allah ruchau. Allah ruchau. So I'll stand up and show the movements for those who want to join me. Alaha Ruchao part, we're just going to be moving freely in the breath, this breath in which we live and move and have our being, this air, this wind that touches our skin, that comes into our bodies and brings life, and really knowing that God is breath, breath is spirit, the Holy Spirit and the wind and the breath are not separate. So just freely expressing what that is in your experience and when we're singing Alaha Ruchao. And for the Tuvehun Lemiskine Baruch, we're doing this kind of circling movement with the whole of the upper body, so all of the chest, heart, lungs, nose, mouth, throat, all of the breathing apparatus, we're experiencing that moving in the breath again, really making our home in it, being conscious of what it means to be in breath, to be breathing in, to be being breathed, conscious of the breath. It's said that the teacher of Hazrat Inayat Khan said once, there's only one, what you could call a sin or an unripe thing, and that is a breath taken without conscious awareness. So, it's a tall order, but we can use this time to really try and keep our attention coming back to the breath as we're singing. Here we go. So moving towards the right. Let's breathe in Allah and breathe out Ruha. God is breath. Unity breathes us, breathes through us, breathes in us. Amen. Amen. I'll put the light on. It's been so bright and sunny today, I forgot that I might need to put the light on. So let's maintain this awareness of the breath. I invite you to use our Sufi invocation if you choose as a practice on the breath, connecting us towards the One. So we can breathe in, drawing up from the earth all the way to the crown, breathing in towards the One, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being. And then breathing out, down from the crown to the feet, and feeling it coming down around us like a garment of light, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of Guidance. So I'll talk you through that a couple more times, but if you're familiar enough with the invocation, then just do it at your own speed. So we're breathing in the first half from the ground up through the feet, up through the body, all the way to the crown, towards the One, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being. And then breathing out from crown down to feet, drawing the breath around us like a garment of light, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of Guidance. And again, breathing up from the feet to the crown, towards the One, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being. And breathing out, drawing the breath like a garment of light as we unite with the illuminated souls, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of Guidance. Let's just keep that going for a few more breaths at your own pace. Here's some more words from Shiva, Radiant Sutras. Just keep the swing of the breath traveling, keep aware of it as you listen. Strong or soft, wild or serene, wherever breath flows, there is song. Hear its whisper touching behind the face, singing in the throat, dancing spirals in the sanctuary of your heart. In this practice of listening, a moment may come when you just want to lie down. This is a doorway, a surrender. Fall into the wide open embrace of life. You are the instrument breath is playing. All the meditations you have ever loved are vibrating in this luxurious hum, continuing even in sleep and dreams. This is your school, just you and infinity. The texture of the self is untamed freedom. Wherever breath flows, there is a song, strong or soft, wild or serene. Hear its whisper touching behind the face, singing in the throat, dancing spirals in the sanctuary of your heart. In this practice of listening, a moment may come when you just want to lie down. This is a doorway. Surrender. Fall into the wide open embrace of life. You are the instrument breath is playing. You are the instrument breath is playing. Let's feel again how the breath comes in and centers in the heart, spiraling its dance in the sanctuary of the heart. And as we follow the breath in there, we can drop into this deep, deep place inside us where everything condenses out of infinity into this dot at the center of our being. This is the oneness that in Arabic is called Ya Ahad. And then the breath going out, spreading out, dissolving back into infinity in a circle or a sphere that is infinitely expanding across the universe, returning to the source, the expansive one that contains everything. Ya Samad. Let's practice for a while with breathing in to the heart, Ya Ahad, finding this concentration at the beginning, at the middle of our being, the core of our being, this place where everything condenses like a black hole that's going to birth the next breath out, spreading in this infinite expansion, Ya Samad. So let's say these out loud. We'll do 33, and then we'll take it into the swing of the breath for a while. Ya Ahad, Ya Samad, 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 Ya Ahad, Ya Samad. So breathing in Ahad into the deepest core of our being, feeling this condensing out of infinity, and then breathing out Samad, dissolving back into infinity. And letting the words fall away, just keeping the breath, breathing in to this concentrated dot, condensing at the core of our being, and then dissolving like melting snow on the out-breath into the infinite. And releasing the practice and just returning to a natural breath, paying attention even so to the coming in and the going out. Amen. Allah. Allahu Ahad. There we are, the Ya Ahad. Allah is this one, this concentration, the one without another. Every single part of the universe condensed down to one. All of the universes, all of infinity condensed into one. Ahad. Allahu Ahad. This is a line from the Surah Al-Ikhlas, in fact, from the Quran. Kul huwa Allahu Ahad, Allahu Samad, Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad, wa Lam Yakul Lahu Kufuwan Ahad. Say that Allah is one, is one that is the Ahad, and the one which is the Samad, the infinite one into which everything dissolves, as well as the one into which everything condenses. Never having been born, never giving birth, just unity from beginning to end. So we're just moving the heart gently as we step with the right foot first. Step forwards and the arms come up. Allahu Ahad, Allahu Ahad. Stepping out and the arms come down. Stepping in on the right, stepping out on the left. Allahu Ahad. 4 steps and back. Allahu Ahad. again, returning to breathing in, Ya Ahad. And breathing out, Ya Samad. The ice crystal forming out of the infinite and the snow melting back, dissolving back into the infinite. So if we can keep hold of this feeling, this experience of breathing, being breathed, unity breathing through us, united with all, and then breathing out towards the one, returning to the source. Let's take this quality with the breath into the purification breaths or the healing breaths of Hazrat Inayat Khan. So we're going to breathe from the source of all healing, breathing in Shafi, 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 Shafi. Ya Shafi, O source of all healing. And we're going to breathe out Ya Kafi, sufficiency, enough, just exactly what we need. I invite you to draw this healing breath into the heart and with consciousness be aware that when we draw from the source of all healing, healing travels on the breath, it travels into our hearts. We can center it in our heart and then we can radiate it out on the out breath through our being, clearing all of our channels, traveling through the fibers of our being, every part which is needed being absorbed, and the rest being radiated with the breath back to the source. So we'll do 5 breaths or thereabouts, in and out through the nose, breathing in, Shafi, 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 Shafi. And breathing out, Kafi, 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 Kafi. When you're ready, let's change to breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Keeping the same phrases on the breath. Breathing in from the source of all healing, Ya Shafi. Breathing out, receiving just exactly what we need, sufficient for this moment. Five breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just noticing any parts of you that feel as if there isn't enough, and just inviting them to share in this breath of sufficiency. And when you're ready, we'll change to breathing in through the mouth and out through the nose. Breathing in again, Ya Shafi, from the source of all healing. Breathing out through the nose, Ya Kafi, this breath of sufficiency, receiving and radiating. And when you're ready, moving to breathing in and out through the mouth. Breathing in from the source of all healing, and drawing it into the heart, this healing power traveling on our breath, absorbing it and radiating it through every fibre of our being, receiving, allowing in enough, sufficient for this moment, returning what's not required to the universe, to the source. When you've completed 5 breaths or thereabout, just returning to your natural breath, bringing your awareness to what's present. And then let's seal this practice with the prayer Nayas. As usual, I'll pause to breathe in the 3 healing powers when we come to them. Beloved One, Almighty God, through the rays of the sun, through the waves of the air, through thy all-pervading life in space, purify and revivify us, and we pray, heal our bodies, hearts, and souls. Amen, amen. So I'm going to close with this dance, which again points to different kinds of unity. Wa illahu na, wa illahu kun wahidun. Your God and my God are one, they're the same God. Whatever we call Allah, God, it's just fingers pointing at the moon. All these different approaches, but it's ultimately Wahid, it's all one. And we'll say Ya Wahid, Ya Ahad, Ya Wahid, Ya Ahad. So Ya Ahad, we already know, we've been working with it today. It's that place deep in the core of our being where everything condenses into being one. God is in my heart. And Ya Wahid, there's a sense of I am in the heart of God, contained in that oneness, nothing left out. And right at the end we may also say La ilaha illallah. No God except God, only unity, nothing else exists. Wa ilahuna wa ilahukum wahidun, wahidun. So okay, so we're going to step in first of all, and to just get my body memory back there. So we're stepping in 4 steps. Wa and then we're leaning to the left, and to the right. Then we're going to step out. Left and to the right. Let's just do all of that. So each time we're leaning first to the left and then back and then to the right and back. Stepping forward 4 steps, then stepping out 4 steps. Here it goes. Wa Then we're going to make a crescent with our heart from left to right. Ya Wahid, we are in God's heart. And then Ya Ahad, dropping in. God is in my heart. And we're just going to keep doing that to the right. Ya Wahid, Ya Ahad, and then leaning to left and right again. And we could just take a few more breaths, breathing in, Ya Ahad. And breathing out, Ya Wahid. Breathing this breath of God into our own hearts. God is in my heart, Ya Ahad. Breathing out, melting snow dissolving into infinity. I am in the heart of God, Ya Wahid. Amen. 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 Well, thank you very much for joining me for this session. Lovely to be with you. I want to say thank you to those of you that have been able to make a donation. It's really much appreciated. And also just to draw your attention to my website in case you want to have a look at it if you haven't already. If you have looked at it, what did you think? And there's an events calendar on there, and there's quite a few events coming up, some local things. So if you live within travelling distance, you might be able to get here, or Leeds on Saturday, Hebden on Sunday, and right here at the Heart Centre next Thursday. And then there's other things happening over the course of the summer, longer events. So do have a look. It'd be wonderful to be with you, some of you in person, if at all possible. So
what is the website, Jilani?
I'll post it in the chat. It is jilanicordelia.com. www.jilanicordelia.com. There you go. And in the meantime, let's share any merit that's accrued from our time together with all beings. Let's sing May All Beings Be Well. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace. Peace. Peace.